Hello everyone, thank you again for tuning in to our series on child laws. So today we are continuing with the UNCRC, the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. So today I'm going to look into articles that focus more on children and our current trend. I'll basically look at three. One on child protection, online child protection. I'll look at child in an alternative care and in care settings, and I'll look at missing. So first, I'll start with child protection. That is in Article 4. And let me read how it says. Government has a responsibility to take all available measures to make sure children's rights are respected, protected, and fulfilled. Uh, so in this particular article envisions that the government or state parties should take all measures to protect children. That's not only that sexual abuse or physical abuse or corporal punishment, but also online child protection. A report that has just been released by UNICEF shows that 1 in every 3 children are online. 1 in every 3 children are online. That means that it's not a business as usual. And being online means that these children are being exposed to more harm, like bullying, cyberbullying. There are reports that are coming out on right now where children are killing themselves or committing suicide because of being bullied online. Maybe they posted a photo on Instagram and their friends told them some things that made them feel bad. And there's an increased concern on sexting, where children are having sex online using text messages like WhatsApp, Messenger, or their form of messages. So how can we be able to protect? A report by BBC showed that there's an increase on online child pornography using Twitter, using Periscope, where children are being exposed to pedophiles, where pedophiles are encouraging children to expose their body parts or to perform some sexual activities on Periscope. Periscope looks very innocent, but it's there. We all heard about the blue whale, where a number of children, over 200 children all over the world, kill themselves because of a gaming that is online. So what measures are state parties taking to protect the children from online? And I always emphasize we focus so much on online and not on all technologies. I was reading a report, I think from the UK, where some toys are not very safe, where someone buys a toy, a mother buys a toy innocently, but that toy is used by someone to track the child. How safe? Like now, Facebook has just announced that they are going to, from 2018, they're going to have a special messaging app for children where a parent can be able to communicate with you. What are measures have been taken by Facebook to protect children from harm? Because not everybody is going to be messaging that child with that child's parent or guardian. So what measures have been taken? So we need to look at child protection in our age, in our age. I've been told they are called the alpha age. How are we going to protect our children who know the smartphones more than their parents? They're saying by 2020 we'll stop typing and we're going to voices, and with just one word a child can be able to access 1 million documents which probably are not child friendly or child appropriate. So what measures have been taken? So the UNCRC envisions this, and they say that third parties should be able to take those appropriate measures to protect children from online and any other form of harm. Like now there's a global partnership on ending violence against children, and online protection is a major component of this partnership. So how can we ensure that all state parties sign into this form of partnership and movement to ensure children are being protected from the harm that are very specific and unique to this age and generation? So the next one is adoption and care settings. So a report by CNN showed that orphanages and institutions have become a haven for for adoption, illegal adoption, and child trafficking. So, and the best thing about the UNCRC in article, I'll start with article on parenting. Article 5 on parenting. It says government should take respect and the right responsibility for families to direct and guide their children. So the UN says the convention takes into consideration that parenting and family-based care is very important, and it does not take that right from the parents. Actually, it emphasizes it. So how can we be able to ensure that children are being brought up in a family-based care? You know, like a report by, I think, Lumos shows that 80% of children in care-based, that's institutions, orphanages, have parents. They have at least one living parent. But we have seen over the last decade or two, since the height of HIV, where a lot of children were left orphaned, we have seen an increase in the number of children homes and orphanages. But also we have seen people taking advantage of this and making trafficking children, illegally adopting children, you know, to families. So, but the convention in Article 5, it says it takes in cognizance that parenting and family-based care is best for the child. And also in Article 35, it says the government should take all measures possible to make sure that children are not abducted. You can see how that is related, and to ensure that children have been protected from being trafficked, which is related to Article 18. It says it states that both parents are shared responsibility for bringing up their child, and where they are not able, the government can assist. You know, where the government must respect the responsibility of that parent. And when we jump to Article 25, it says it's on care. On care, it says children who are looked after by their authorities. This maybe in a children institution run by government or by a private person. They have the right to, so that children have the right to have these living arrangements and looked after to see if they are most appropriate. Their care and treatment should always be based on the best interest of the child. So in this, I like this Article 25. It says that it should be in the best interest of child, putting that child in a care, in a children's home or on an orphanage or whatever institution that child is taken care. It should be in the best interest of the child. Considering that in the African setting, it was very un-African to put children in institutions, we had our own ways of bringing up children who have been orphaned. So putting children is not in the best interest of the child. Putting children in an institution is not in. We can adopt practices like Ubuntu, where I am because we are. It takes a village to bring up a child. That means fostering children who are orphaned. So, and with this data showing that institutional is not good for children, especially children below the age of 3. It says every year a child spends in an orphanage, they lose a month of their life. Like every year. Can you imagine? So that means that that child is not developing at the pace that they should be. So, if you go through the UNCRC, it's very specific. It is in details, and it takes into consideration very many issues. But we need to adapt it to our current situation, our current and this generation, because it was done like 27 years ago. So we need to start adapting and seeing how can we implement it with the current challenges and unique issues that this generation is facing. Thank you very much for your feedback, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you in 2018. We look forward for your views and feedback, and thank you very much for following us for the last few months, and God bless you.